As 2020 continues, Nick Watt asks, you live where?
Suburbia. It's the American dream. The family home, the white picket fence. But what about those people who live their lives on the edge? Underground, in a box, among the dead? Topeka, Kansas, an Atlas E underground missile base, once home to a 4-megaton nuclear missile capable of wiping a Soviet city off the map. And now it's Ed and Diana Peden's home. Seriously.
Well, we've renamed it Subterra.
A gigantic subterranean mansion, 17 feet underground.
This is the great room, formerly the diesel generator room.
It's now a party room, space for 100 guests.
This room, I believe, is 54 feet by 54 feet.
Okay, launch option 07.
And in this very room, 2 men once sat around the clock ready to fire a missile 300 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. It would have launched from what is now Ed's garage.
Diana particularly thought that that was kind of a heavy energy. And so what we've done with the room is to bring in an eclectic collection of some spiritual artifacts.
The Pedens bought this place in the 1980s for 40 grand.
We probably couldn't afford to live here if it wasn't underground, which makes the heating and cooling much, much easier.
The only part of the house above ground, a greenhouse and a watchtower they installed so they can get some air and take in the view, such as it is. Meanwhile, over in New York City, ad exec Betri Petropoulos lives in a killer townhouse. I mean, really, really lovely. Now, if this was pretty much anywhere else in Brooklyn,
I would say this house would have gone for 40 to 50% more.
Why did you get such a good deal?
They're dead people, right there.
The Greenwood Cemetery, one of the biggest in New York City, home to over 500,000 dead people. One moved in the day we visited, but there are upsides. A dead neighbor's a quiet neighbor.
Absolutely, no partying, none whatsoever. And I have drapes, but I really don't need them. Who am I hiding from? Very few peeping Tom cadavers.
And the cemetery is kind of like a lovely park. There's a lake and everything. Leonard Bernstein, among many others, is buried in this urban green oasis. But, and there is a big but.
Aren't you worried about the zombie apocalypse?
I am worried about the zombie apocalypse.
You were the first victim.
I'm the front line.
But maybe it's best to go quick.
Well, in a way, I suppose. To be ripped apart and consumed by Leonard Bernstein, there are worse things, right?
Okay, so Betsy lives just outside a cemetery. This family from Southampton, England, I wish they were called the Adams, lives inside a cemetery. Inside! Let's call it suburgatory.
We're not secret goths with a morbid fascination of the undead. Quite the opposite. It's a serene place to live. We can be as loud as we like. Nobody complains, and that's how we like it.
Their living space was once a mortuary.
It's a little spooky because I think probably where we eat is exactly where the bodies would have lain. People peer in, thinking there's nobody here, and then we all jump out of our seats and try and make them as uncomfortable and frightened as we can.
You get more space for your money because not everyone wants an angel watching over them. Now, on that issue of space, the average home in this great country is nearly 2,500 square feet. So what in the name of Lincoln's whiskers is this? It's called micro-living, a brand new block in San Francisco, but who's going to live here? One bed, one bath, living room and kitchen, all in one 295 square foot space.
I mean, I'm imagining a single person.
Probably have a lot of that. Although you could have a couple, as we like to say in our office, in the early stages of romance. And they still like each other. Raise this.
Ooh, there you go.
Look, the window seat doubles as a table and chairs. There's a washer/dryer. There's the dining table/ Murphy bed. I like it. Very bijou. I'm taking this place for a test drive. It's tighter than a lot of hotel rooms, tighter than a lot of RVs.
If someone goes for a wee, are we going to hear them weeing?
No, I don't think we're going to hear them
Really?
weeing.
I've invited 7 people to dinner. What would my guests think?
Oh, hang on. Watch out. Can you stick that in the oven? Hi.
How are you?
I'm Nick. How are you?
Hey, good to see
Hi, Meg. Find somewhere to put your coat.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, don't put it on the couch. We need that for seating. You understand this is the whole place?
I get it. Nothing's cool.
Everyone all right over there?
We're great. Just splendid. It's really good to see you guys.
Excellent. All right, got rid of them.
My only complaints, I got very hot, and at the end of the night, I was too tired to tidy up. And who wants to wake up so close to that in the morning?